thanks for joining me. It's Andrea, your certified fitness nurse coach and personal trainer, bringing to you day 17 of the 30-day butt lift challenge. These are totally optional. I just like to add a little something, and I know others do too. These are totally optional. You can do it completely without weights. Now, we're going to start off with our squats, doing 10 of them. You can point your feet forward or you can point your toes out depending on how your knees feel. If your feet are forward, you're working more of the quadricep. If you have your feet outward, you're working more of the outside. You can even alternate if you like. All right, so hips way back, knees over the ankles, not over the toes. Try to get your thighs parallel to the floor. Squeeze up through the heels. We're just going to hold the weights to add a little weight, okay? We're just doing 10. Squeeze at the top. 4, yeah. We're halfway there. 7, get that form. Don't forget to have those hips way back, knees over ankle. This might be 9. It might be 10. Sometimes when I'm counting, sometimes when I'm talking, I lose count. But doing 10 of those. Coming down. We're doing our 10 pointed butt lifts. Point that toe, squeeze it up, guard the low back. 4, 5. As a rule, we exhale on the work. 7. So here's the work. That's where the exhale is. 8, 9, and 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze. 8, 9. Next, straight out from the spine. 10. All right, here we go with those fire hydrants. Squeezing it up. Yeah, control that move. Don't fling it. 9 and 10. Other side. 9 and 10. All right, we are going to do our heel lifts. Have that foot flexed, and we're going to press the heel up toward the ceiling. 1, 2, heel kicks, except for not really kicking. We're squeezing and lifting. 8, flex, and 10. Yeah, other side. 'Control. You should not feel this in your lower back at all. And 10. All right, let's do those bridges. Get to lay down now. Send those hips straight up toward the ceiling. Arms down, press up high. Fight gravity. High. And now dip a little and squeeze back up. 3, we're doing 9 today. 5, 6, 7, 8. And you know we're gonna hold it, hold it, hold it. Higher, 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 higher. Squeeze and down. As promised, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the intermittent fasting. I kind of touched on it a little bit yesterday. I'm going to go over the principle again. All right, with intermittent fasting, we say intermittent because it's not an all-day fast. We're only fasting for 16 hours. And the recommendation is that most of those hours you spend not eating are also the hours you spend sleeping. That's why it's common to do the 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eating window, because those are hours that you're awake. And then at night you get to sleep, hopefully for 8 hours, so half your fast is over by the time you wake up. But if you're a night shift worker or PM shift worker, or if you just have a different schedule or like to eat at different times, you can make your hours anytime you want. The point is that during those 16 hours when you're not eating, your body is utilizing the fat for energy instead of storing it. As opposed to if you were continuing to eat, like on those diets or those eating plans where you eat 6 times a day, you're constantly giving your body food, fuel, glucose, carbohydrates, and so the body's constantly putting out insulin to utilize those foods and those carbohydrates to turn them into energy. And when you've got too much, like so often we eat too much of the carbs in the food, it stores those extra calories as fat. So we want to avoid that. We want to burn the fat. So I highly recommend it. Intermittent fasting. If you want to know more about it and all the science about it, check out Dr. Jason Fong. He's brilliant and my new diet hero. All right, come back tomorrow. I'll see you for day 18. Thank you for joining me.